Good morning. Hello, my Libras. How are you doing this morning? It's like 11:15. I can still get away with saying morning. I love mornings. It's like new beginnings. I love nights too. I just don't sleep. I think I'm getting by on 2 hours of sleep today. See, I don't even know what day it is. But anyway, Libra, we're here for you. I just want to say I was sitting here meditating as I kept shuffling these cards. And I've been shuffling these cards for a while just thinking of you guys. And I kept getting the image of the Ten of Wands. Of the traditional tarot deck where the guy is like barely carrying it, but he's like, I'm good. It's not that heavy. That's where I feel like you guys are, Libra. That you are burdensome with something, a lot of stress, financial stress, just trying to make it through. But you don't, but the thing is, what I'm also getting, I have this other tarot deck I use. I may even use it next week in readings. I think it's called Mystical Moments. It's a beautiful deck. But the Four of Swords is feathers, and she's laying up in the universe on this like a new moon, on this crescent moon, I should say. And there's 4 feathers floating around her. So I feel like that's you guys. I feel like you are burdened with the Ten of Wands, but you're putting on the face like it's 4 feathers. Like it's really not that bad, but it is. And for whoever this resonates with, if this is your story, I want you to know, I see you. I see you, Libra. You're just trying to put on a happy face, maybe for those you love, your family, your work. You're just trying to be everything to everybody. But you need to take some time out for yourself. You really do. You need to unload, unburden yourself. But okay, today this is for, I don't know if I said it, but Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you are a Libra, if you feel like being a Libra today, if you know a Libra, I'll take you. Pull up a chair. Let's see what this general energy is. We're gonna do a 9-card Celtic spread. It's a great spread just to get the overall energy, the energy that really needs to come out. So, okay, present energy for the Libras. What is it? Queen of Cups reversed. Closed off heart space. This is present energy is just not wanting. I'm getting you just. If this is you, you're just not wanting to really deal with anyone or anything. Kind of just closed out, self-focused. If this is somebody else, well, we'll get there. What's the crossing energy? The moon reversed. Ooh, Pisces energy. And speaking of Pisces and moons, we have a new moon in Pisces this Saturday. So manifest, Libra. Okay, so yeah, Queen of Cups reversed and the moon. Maybe you guys got clarity. Or maybe you got clarity on a situation that was like dealing with somebody that was emotionally, shut down, or maybe whatever the situation was kind of emotionally shut you down. But the moon, and you can read a moon reverse in different ways. You can read it as depression. You can madness, even despair, being kind of lost in a situation, or you can also read it as in getting clarity on it. Like you're no longer fumbling around in the darkness, you're starting to see the light. But we'll clarify and see where that is. What's the reason for the reading? Why are we all here today, children? Why is it? Why? Yeah, 4 swords. Didn't I say that? Wow. He's not sitting on 4 feathers, but I got this really strongly with the 10 of Wands. I think this is you guys. I think this is what you need. The reason is this is what you need. You need to go into a meditative. This is kind of like, this is the minor arcana of the Hangman. This is where you guys need to go to get some clarity or to some peace. You need to get to a balance, to find your mental balance, probably from this situation. What is the past energy? And this had to come out. I can't ignore it. 5 of Swords. He wanted to come out so bad, he flipped himself. He's like, you can't put me back in the deck. This story needs to be told. 5 of Swords. This is what you guys were dealing with. This puts you into this situation. 5 of Swords is a manipulative energy. Very manipulative. Untrustworthy. And the worst of it is, it's what I'm feeling this is an energy you thought you can trust, and you found out the hard way you couldn't. You found out that they probably, look, Libra had her back to him, and look at him. He's just like, I bet I could put 3 swords in her back, and probably did. And that's what put you in this meditative where you guys are heading. You're going into a healing mode. Some of you, this could be have already happened, and to some of you, it may haven't or will. You know how energy works. You can't put a box. You can't put energy in a box. It is what it is, and it will do what it will do. What is on Libra's mind right now? What is on, my door's gonna slam. Hold your ears. Five of Pentacles reverse. No longer feeling lack. You're no longer feeling out in the cold. This Five of Swords made you feel like you were, I'm just gonna say it, a piece of shit. Because he probably is a piece of shit. Cover your ears, kids. Hopefully kids aren't watching this. Five of Pentacles, the Five of Swords made you feel like the Five of Pentacles, but it's reversed. What's on your mind is getting out of it. I'm feeling, and I have to say it is, I feel like you're still attached energetically to this past situation. You guys aren't out of it. Physically, you might be out of it, but you guys are still in the Moon and the Queen of Cups, where Queen of Cups reversed, where you are no longer giving to it. You're no longer a part of it, but it drug you down. And you guys are probably desperate to find your happiness again and to find your balance and your peace. That is the reason for the reading. You just want some peace. So what is the near future for the Libras? What is the near future? Yeah, Seven of Swords reversed. Who are you dealing with, Satan? Near future is, okay, Seven of Swords reverse is, I think of it as going back to the scene of the crime. Again, this is energetically. While you guys are healing, you're probably going to try to figure out, how did I get into this situation? And you're probably going to beat yourself up, and I really hope you don't. Because energies like this prey on good hearts. They do. They prey on open hearts, giving hearts, to try to take whatever they can and try to make you feel bad for standing up for yourself. Now it's Seven Swords reversed. You are no longer in that energy, but you're no longer physically there, but I think you're going to try to figure out why you were there to begin with. And what does that mean moving forward? That's just what I'm getting with it. I am. Okay, so can you guys even see? I haven't even messed with this camera. Hopefully you guys can see the cards, and it's not cut off. Okay, how do Libras see themselves right now? How do the Librans see themselves? How do the Librans see themselves? Empress reversed. There you are, Libra. Empress reversed. Yeah, I mean, this energy took so much from you. You guys are just emotionally shut down. I think you are the Queen of Cups reversed. You are emotionally kaput. And you don't even have the energy to give to yourself. You need to, and you will, but right now it's just a blessing to make it through the day. Wow, this reading took a turn. It took a turn, but that's what I'm getting. And Spirit is I'm going to get to this because this guy has now made it twice, and I'm not letting him come out, and he wants to say something. I mean, he really wants to say something. So I'm going to let him speak here in a second. But let me go back to the Empress reverse. The Empress reverse, and the Spirit is saying, you need to start giving to yourself. It's time. What happened was shitty. It looked like it was painful. It soul-sucking kind of shittiness. But it's time to focus on yourselves. It's time to focus on the people who are there in your life, your support system. They're there just to let you be you and to give you this time. But that's where you need to put your energy. If you have children, put it with your children and put it with yourself. But most importantly, yourself. You really do. And Page of Pentacles, he came out twice to say, it's not over till it's over. It's not. I mean, right next to the Devil reversed. What you went through, you probably had to go through. This was a fated event to turn you. I mean, going back to this Empress, she came out for a reason, because this is who you are. This is who you, if you don't feel like you are there, you will be. Whatever happened will turn you into this very independent, all four queens, you can do bad by yourself kind of lady. Or man, because a man can be an empress, energy. A female can even be the emperor, and the emperor might pop out in the outcome. But this is who you really, really are. You just don't see it yet because you went through some shit, and it's okay. That's why she's reversed. Page of Pentacles and the Devil reverse says this is going to pass. What you went through was shitty, but it's going to pass. A new day is going to come. Soon, every day you're healing, the bondage that you felt to this past situation will lessen. As you heal, and you get some distance, and you'll get a new perspective of it. A new day, a new beginning will happen in a different situation. I'm going to put him back, but twice. I don't know if you guys saw, golly. He really wanted to come out bad. Okay. What is the energy coming towards Libra that they don't see coming? It could even be people around them, but what is the energy coming towards Libra they don't see coming? What is it? Two of Swords. I like that. Peace. This is what you're after. Peace. Meditation. Peace of mind. She's holding two very large swords, but she's at peace. She would rather hold two large swords than 200 pounds of a useless person in their life. I mean, she's got her eyes closed because she doesn't need to see to know where she's going. She's just it's like she's in this, even though there's water, and I do feel like it's calm waters behind her. Everything about this is peaceful because her head, I mean, she's just, yeah, it's equilibrium, finding your balance. That's the energy coming towards you. You guys are finally going to get some peace. What is in your emotions? Right now, what is in Libra's emotions? Walking away. I like that. Pisces energy. You're walking away. You are walking away from those cups. The cups are still upright, which means this was heartbreaking. This is something you invested in. This is love that you really wanted to be bathing in those cups with somebody or with something, but it was toxic. I feel like, I mean, the devil's not here, but I feel like this is toxic. It was really toxic for you. You had to walk away from something you really didn't want to walk away from, but to get to this place of peace, this is necessary. And I want you guys to know what I'm really feeling. I need to say this, is there is no other outcome here but walking away. If some of you are questioning, could you have stayed or made it work? No, I don't think you could have. I think you had to go. You had to go to a mountain. Probably he's going to be a hermit for a while to get to this place. But walking away is in your emotions. That's good. That's really good. What is the outcome for the Libras? What is the outcome for you guys this week? And again, I say this week, but really, you know how energy works, but I feel like this is a bigger picture kind of reading. This isn't 7 days. No way. What is the outcome for the Libras? Knight of Swords reversed. Knight of Swords reversed. It's just, I'm afraid to change is what I'm getting with this card. You're afraid to change your mind on something. You're afraid. It's like a fear mentally of moving forward, maybe. It's kind of feeling that you can't do it, that you'll never get out of this place, this energy. So you're kind of just stuck in those same thoughts. Probably thoughts are replaying in your mind. Usually, I'm kind of surprised the Nine of Swords hasn't popped out. It's like that 3 a.m., those thoughts over and over in your head. But the Knight of Swords is not really moving forward mentally. You're not moving forward. I'm getting in fear with that. I am. But look at the bottom of the deck. Look what's coming, guys. Didn't I say the Emperor? Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. The bottom of the deck tells, it would help if I'm on camera. The bottom of the deck tells the strongest story. It always does. This is what you don't see coming. 2 of Cups. It could be a soulmate coming into your life, or this could just be you finding that balance. But I think this is actually somebody new coming into your life with the Ace of Wands. A new passionate beginning. Emperor. Didn't I say he's with the Empress? Emperor's coming. That could even be you. Once you're in this energy and you have healed, this is what's waiting for you. 2 of Pentacles. A balance. It could be a balance in your money, of course, but I think this is more a mental balance. Just like the 2 of Swords, it's an equilibrium. Life is a balance. It's up and down, but you can handle it. You can juggle too. You're not going to be juggling somebody else's like 10 of Pentacles. You'll drop them all. But look at this, 10 of Cups, because that's where you're heading toward, calmer shores. I mean, isn't that amazing? That is amazing. Okay, let's clarify this messy reading, because It's literally really messy. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't even know if it's on the camera. I hope so. Okay, Queen of Cups reverse and the Moon reverse for the Libras. Guys, if you're in this energy now, take time, sit in it. Don't ignore it because you don't want to have to deal with this in 5 years. Sit in it. Go through the death process that we go through when relationships or jobs or what have you end. Sit in it. Try to get what you needed to learn from it because there's probably a lesson in here. Take that lesson and say, okay, I'm ready to move. I'm ready to move on. So it's okay. If you're in this, it'll be okay. Because what's waiting for you guys is complete fulfillment. Deserved is what I heard. A happiness that's deserved. Okay. Why is the Queen of Cups reversed and the Moon reverse here? Why is it? Seven of Wands reversed, yeah. You're no longer defending this position. You're no longer defending this energy. You don't have any more fight. You just don't have any more desire to defend somebody else's bad behavior, to justify and rationalize. That's where, that card can mean different things, but that's what I'm really feeling. You were probably defending somebody else's bad behavior, maybe because you don't want to be embarrassed. And so you just gave a story for other people and why that person can keep doing what they wanted to do at your expense, but you're no longer defending them. No way. You're taking that wand and turning it into an Ace of Wands. Sooner or later, Libra, an Ace of Wands is happening. And it's going to be by your choice. Because you're going to create your own destiny, your own future. Okay, why is the Four of Swords here? Holding up the reading. Why is this Four of Swords here? Yeah, ooh, the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is the Pope of the deck. It's higher learning, higher institutions. But what I'm thinking is you're going to the higher power. You're going to the higher power. You're probably praying like you've never prayed before. This is dark night of the soul business is what this reading is. And this is what it led to you. You're probably spending more time with your spirit guides than actual people. And you're probably, for the first time, this is the closest you've ever been. Like, you're really tapping into your spirituality real strongly. That's what this situation brought you, is literally closer to God and closer to your higher self, which is really quite beautiful. It really is. Past energies, Five of Swords. Why is the Five of Swords here for Libra? What happened? Happy family. In this deck, there are 2 cards. They have no names and no explanations in the book, and you can kind of toss them, but I keep them. I call it the happy family. The Five of Swords is, in the past, maybe this is what you thought you were going to have with this person, but it wasn't. It also, to me, this is who you relied on when the Five of Swords left your life or you dumped it. You had to get rid of it. This is your support system. This is where your focus needs to be. If you have children, it's with your children. It's with your siblings. It's with your parents. It's with your close friends. It's with yourself, And you're trying to get rid of this toxic energy to focus on what is needed. And speaking of what is no longer needed is the Five of Pentacles up there because it's reversed. That's what's on your mind, is healing and getting your self-esteem back, your self-worth. Because the full reverse. And that's okay. Why you're in this is you're not ready to jump off anybody's cliff or any cliff at this moment because you are in the Four of Swords. And you're thinking of, maybe, you know what I'm feeling with this too? You guys are probably pressuring yourselves to get up, to start doing something, to start, isn't that funny? And the Ace of Wands reverse is at the bottom of the deck. You're probably pressuring yourself to jump into a new beginning, but you're not ready yet. You can't make something like this is it's going to happen when it happens. I really feel like this was a fated event, and where you're going is another fated event. It is divine timing. Temperance card should really make an appearance because I feel like this is strongly a divine timing kind of thing. Don't put pressure on yourselves to get over your healing, just to get over it. Don't try to block it out of your head or try to replace it with something else. You guys sit in it and feel your emotions and work through them. So you don't have to work through them at a later date. And so most importantly, so you don't have this kind of energy to come back at you. When you work through it, you actually are, what you're doing is building yourselves up stronger. So this kind of energy will just bounce right off of you in the future. You will be like, wow. I mean, it's like that was the past and it'll never happen again, because you probably don't even realize how much you've grown from it. So it can't happen again. Okay, Seven of Swords reversed in the near future. Why is that here? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Seven of Swords reverse, it's like, this is where you are. I think, like I said, what I was feeling is like the Ten of Wands. I think you guys are just doing your day in, day out, methodical work. Energetically, sometimes you're back thinking about what happened. I think it's kind of like how the healing is one day you feel like you're almost there, and maybe you'll have a moment where it pulls you back. You're there, it pulls you back. That's just how it's ebb and flow, it's emotions. That's just how healing works. But it's really also working over to get over that kind of energy, to get over this depression. If some of you fell into a depression, it's just getting out of that. One more on that. Yeah, this is what I said. What did I say? You're working on getting out of this kind of energy, which is the Three of Swords. And you are, because it's reversed. This is healing. That is beautiful. And maybe your work is helping you get out of it, because you're not putting, you're not focusing so much on that. You're focusing on what you can do and what you can create. And your work might be a place of fortitude and solace for you at this time. Why is the Empress reversed? How they see themselves? Why is the Empress reversed here? Oh, there she is. Ten of Wands reversed. I felt that for you guys. But that's good. Why? What's going to happen is you're going to lay these burdens down, Libra. You're finally going to lay them down and realize they were never yours to carry. It wasn't. And when you lay them down, she's going to turn right side up. And every day will get easier. I just wanted to say that. Every day will be easier. Once you lay burdens, and these are not even your ones to carry. You are probably carrying somebody else's bad karma. Guys, I mean, when we deal with situations that were only supposed to be here fleetingly to teach us a lesson, and we try to attach long-term expectations on it, what you're essentially doing is getting involved into their bad karma. You are now attaching yourself to lessons they needed to learn, and somehow feel like you need to help them learn a lesson. Most likely, the reason why you feel like you need to do this is because in your past life, you did it, and you want to show them how to get out of it. But what you're doing is dropping down to levels that you've already accomplished. That's like being in college, and to help somebody that's a sophomore in high school, you're going to go enroll in high school again to help them get through it. You can guide people, but be careful you don't try to do somebody's lessons for them. They're given lessons for a reason. Let them learn them. It's hard, especially if it's someone we really love, but you have to let them take on their own burdens. Libra, you're strong. You are so strong. You are the Empress that you feel like you can carry someone else's burden. Stop doing that. Stop carrying other people's shit. Life's a lot easier when you just worry about your own, because now it's like once you form an attachment to something that really should have just been a lesson, that is where the Three of Swords come from, because then expectations get involved here. And attachments are a bitch to get over. They really are. Okay, Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords? The energy coming towards Libra. Oh, there it is. I knew it. Once you guys get out of this healing process, you're going to get into this Ace of Wands. A brand new beginning. A new beginning it's only one stick. Isn't that lighter to carry than 10 of them? Because this is your own stick. This is your own beginning. If this is a business, maybe you guys are going to create a new business. If this is at a job, maybe you're going to finally have the confidence to go for a higher position. It could be a new relationship. Best thing is it's the possibility of something new. And this will become a distant nightmare of a memory. Okay, Eight of Cups in Libra's emotions. Is Libra's walking away from the past and walking towards the Ace of Wands. Gave me a card for that. And another, I told you there's 2 cards in this deck. This is the other one. There's that happy family one. And I truly, you know what I call this is lovers, the real lovers. The real lovers is about choices, traditionally. This is, kind of love. You know what I'm talking about. This is what you're walking away from. This is what you thought you had. This is what you're walking away from. Because it was an illusion. I really feel like this was an illusion. Just like this card has no name in the deck, and I'm attaching to whatever I want it to be, it's an illusion. You're walking away from an illusion of a happily ever after, but it wasn't solid. You're trying to build a house on quicksand there. It wasn't solid. And that is the perspective you need to get you out of it, that it was not ever going to be possible because it was never real. I mean, you got the 5 of Swords here. I mean, it definitely, in the 7 of Swords reverse, this wasn't real. They made you think it was real. They played a magician reverse tricks on you to make you believe in something that was never there. Okay, Knight of Swords reversed is the outcome. What is it? Oh, there he is again. Okay, I like it. You know why I like it? And at the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Pentacles reversed and the Sun reversed. It's showing you there is never going to be movement on this past situation. This horse, you are retiring this horse. This idea, this Knight of Swords, he's running off with an idea. The horse is stopped because this isn't going to happen. This future you thought you were going to have with this 5 of Swords, I mean, you probably thought he was like a King of Pentacles in the beginning, but you know now, Libra, you know it was always a 5 of Swords. And now that you know, it's never going to happen. And once you accept that, and only when you accept that is when this can happen, is when this Ace of Wands can happen, is when you finally accept the past for what it really was, not for the illusion you thought it was, like my card here. This is an illusion. When you see the illusions for what they are is when you fully get into that healing mode. That's why the Knight of Swords is your outcome reversed. Because it was just, I mean, it's swords are air energy. It's thoughts. It's fleeting. It's like smoke, you know. It looked really thick and heavy, but now that the wind has come and cleared it, yeah, you see it for what it is. It's not happening. It's really not. Can I get one more card? One more card for the Libras for this outcome. One more card for the Libras. And look at that, King of Wands. Once you see it for what it is, this is the energy you're going to be in. Sure, the King of Wands, a Leo can come into your life and say, hi, Libra. Hey, you know me? I like you. I like what I'm seeing. Sure, that definitely can be. But I think for a lot of you, this is your energy. This is who you're going to become. You are going to be, with the King of Wands and the Empress is going to be upright, you're going to be unstoppable. You're going to really go after, with this Ace of Wands, a new beginning. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be powerful, really, really powerful. And like I said, if you just focus on in 1 year, when you like, in 1 year, I'm going to look back and be like, oh my gosh. It's like, thank you for the lesson, but you're going to grow so much from the situation that you'll never be able to get into another situation like this because you're going to be too smart for it. You are going to be too smart for it. Okay, before we go, I want to pull an Oracle card. It is a new moon on Saturday, and I have this lovely Oracle deck called Queen of the Moon Oracle. So let's get some advice for this week or next week. If you notice, I have no dates on this week. I'm like, well, energy. I just didn't put dates. I did not. So, okay, what do we have for the Libras? Some advice. What advice for this that would go along with this reading for the Libras I read for? What advice do you have for them? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What advice do you have for the Libras? What advice for our lovely Libras? What advice? What advice do we have for the Libras? What advice? I think I had 3 birthdays by the time I've been shuffling. What advice do you have for the Libras? What is it? I feel like this one really, creation. I've never seen this card. Wow, I have never seen this card. That's amazing. 3, 9, break it down to 12, break it down to 3. Creation, beaver moon. Let's read down what that is about. That's really beautiful, actually. I have no idea. It's like that card just popped into the deck. Let's see what this is, Libra. You're helping me discover something new. Beaver moon. You can create your own destiny. Be industrious. Every creature on earth creates. You should welcome the process of creation. Save money and time. Have a reserve. There is a good reason for the saying, busy as a beaver, for the beaver is truly an industrious animal. Not only do they create sophisticated architectural lodges, there are semi-submersible homes, but they change the course of rivers and waterways through strategic damming. They create new environments for themselves and other animals. Like the beaver, we too can create with industriousness and vigor. Everyone is creative, not just those who are considered to be creative, such as artists, designers, musicians, and writers. We all can be encouraged to think more creatively, to solve problems outside of square solutions, to invent new ways, and to imaginatively break new trails. This moon is the moon of taking action. Our northern hemisphere ancestors at this time would be preparing for winter. They would be preserving food, preparing skins, gathering medicines, strengthening their homes if they were not nomadic, and preparing to move to better hunting grounds if they were. Anyone who didn't work hard at this time would likely suffer greatly for it when winter came. The time to take action is now. Now, Libra, with the Ace of Wands. It's so amazing. It's talking about creating. And this new moon on Saturday is Pisces, which is highly creative, highly intuitive. So you can set your intentions now. You can manifest however you manifest, however you feel comfortable. If you don't know about manifesting, look it up. Real manifesting only takes seconds. It's speaking out as if it exists. Some people feel comfortable writing and then burying it. These are all processes to make it go deep into your subconscious. But when you do it daily, you can manifest daily. You don't want to manifest the same thing daily. You really don't. Because once you manifest, you need to let it go and let it do its thing. When you speak it to the universe like it already exists, the universe will create it because you already made it. You know, it's kind of one of those weird time loops. So if you say, I am healed, the universe has to put it out there. I am successful. You don't want to say, I will be successful, but you say, I am. Now, some people write it because it helps them believe it. Because the most important thing with manifestation is believing. You have to believe it. You have to believe it. So once you believe it, then you let it go. And you'll see things start to change. Now, your full moon in Libra is also this month. So that is a good time to let things go. Let what did not serve you go and focus on creation. This is manifestation. Focus on what you can create. Because Libra, you got the King of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. You just have to, whatever you went through, you're probably in this healing process. But when you come out, remember, you are the Empress. You are the Empress. You're also Justice. It hasn't popped out, but we have it here. We have you here, Libra. Yes, that's how much I love you guys. I love it. Lady Justice, you are fairness, but you have to be fair to yourselves. You are always fair to other people, but it's time to be fair to yourselves. So that is what I have for you guys. I hope you have a lovely week, a lovely weekend. Stay safe, and I'll see you next week. Take care.